Hello. If you are new to this channel, welcome and congratulations on finding it. If you are not new to this channel, then you know that I like to just throw chords at you to help you improve as a piano player and whatnot. But this time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you exactly I'm going to give you the chords, and then I'm going to give you how to play the chord and when to play the chord. So the chord that we're going to be looking at is a chord that I already gave you before, but it's a dominant 7 chord, so a dominant chord. So if you're playing a C chord, we're in the key of C, by the way. If you're playing a C chord, it'll be you add a B flat, and that's a dominant 7. If you're playing a G chord, you add a F, and that'll be a dominant 7, F at the top there. And an F chord, you add an E flat, and that's a dominant 7. So on and so forth, yeah? Basically, I'm going to give you 2 hows how to play the chord, 2 hows on how to play the chord, and 2 whens, when to play the chord. So 2 times of when you should play the chords. I think it'll be 2 times. So first, we're going to look at the hows. First how is, obviously, we all learn to play the 7 chord or the dominant chord like this, adding the dominant 7 at the top. This is the best way to think of it, I guess, sometimes, just to make it simple for us to learn. But we're not going to do that anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to take that dominant 7 and bring it an octave below. So we're going to play it down here now, yeah? And then if you are using your left hand to play the root note as well, what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of your root note in your right hand, and you're going to get rid of that. It just opens the chord up so much more, makes it more spacious, more broad, just gives it a nicer, fuller sound, right? There we go. And you can do the same thing with G. So G here, I can talk you through it. You bring the F down an octave, get rid of the root, get rid of that root, and you have the root in your left hand there, yeah? And you do the same thing with F, yeah? There you go. So that's the first how. The second how is we're going to use our middle finger, because if you're playing with your thumb, your middle, it's camera's here, your thumb, your middle, and your pinky, right? You're obviously playing your C chord like this, right? Thumb, middle, pinky. I should set up a camera for my hands. I will do. I keep saying that, but I will. Thumb, middle, pinky, right? So literally, you're just moving down a tone with your thumb, and you've got your dominant 7 there. So what you're going to do with your middle finger, you're going to flick a black key. You're going to flick the E flat down to the E. Da-da. Yeah, practice that little flick with your middle finger. I wish you could see my hands right now. Yeah, so you flick your middle finger. You just slide down from the E flat to the E. And you just basically play that. Yeah, you could do that with both fingers, but you don't want to do that. You just the middle one for now. Yeah, you do it with the G. You go from the B flat to the B. Basically, it's a semitone flick, basically. Yeah. So those are your 2 hows. So play it like that voicing over there, and then also you can use a flick, just to give it a bit more of a bluesy sort of taste if you want. Okay, now the 2 whens. First when is more of, I guess, an idea. It's a bit more abstract. It's when you want to sound, when you want to add a bit of a bluesy sound, or maybe even a jazzy sound to your playing or to the song. So it's definitely up for debate on whether you should do it or not. Depends on the context, the song that you're playing, the sort of style. Is the song upbeat? Is it really sort of somber and like lowly and just sort of quiet and that sort of thing? So you want to think about those things. So if we take a chord progression, so we're gonna get 6, 5, 4, 1, yeah. We're just going to go 6, 5, right? So if it's upbeat, right? Right, I'm going to add a 7 here. Yeah, I've added it in there. I've done the flick. So you can use it when you can put it in on the 5, or you could even put it in on 4. I prefer it on the 4. I always sort of use it on the 4 in that sort of chord progression. When you're using that plagal cadence where you're going from the 4 to the 1, right? I don't play it on the 1 unless it's like one of those big endings and like, you know, the drummer's going if you are playing in a band. Otherwise I just end on the 1. Yeah. So 6, 7, not 7. I was dominant. So 6, 5 dominant, 4 dominant. But it's actually just nicer to sometimes to not use it, or just use one. Just use once or whatever. So on the 4, and then on the when you land, it sounds nice. So the second when is when you are using it as a passing chord. So in our chord progression, 6, G, we're going to add a passing chord in there. So we're going to go from the 6, 5, and then you're going to go 1, 4. Right, now if you're going from a 5, 1, yeah, going to the 4, if you're using that 1 as a passing chord, when you're doing that, it's best, always best, never play the 1 as a regular 1. It's just not nice. Have it as a dominant 7. You can even have it as a minor 11, but we're looking at dominant 7s for now. So you're going to use it as a dominant 7. So 6, 5, 1, 4. So if I'm doing that, I'm not going to actually have... I can have it as a dominant. I can have the 4 as a dominant, but I'm not going to do that because it might be too much. Again, it depends on the context of the song. Is it very big? Is it lively? That sort of thing. So yeah. Yeah. Also, just an extra tip here. On that 5 before the 1, you can use it as a 5 minor. It's quite nice as a continuation there. There you go. So yeah, so those are our 2 hows and our 2 whens of the dominant chord. Yeah, hopefully that is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, anything that I got wrong, anything that I got right. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.